going on, YouTube? So today we're going to be doing a valve cover gasket on my 2005 Acura TSX. And yeah, pretty much we're going to show you the steps, how to do it correct way. It's my first time doing it on a K series. I'm used to single cam, so let's start it. The part number for the valve cover gasket that I'm using is an AutoZone brand Felpro, which is VS50614R. And you're gonna need gasket maker also, just for extra insurance. I do have the VTEC gasket as well, but that'll be for a different video. So let's get to it. Heating is a 10 mil, and it'll be easier if you remove the intake manifold cover. Should be an easy process. I know I got a super long extension, don't mind that. Don't have anything shorter than that, so it should do it. So once you remove that, you put that to the side, then you attack the other bolts, which should be 1, 2, 3. 3 there. 1 back here. That's a bracket that holds onto the power steering line. And that should be it. Remove your dipstick and your oil cap also. I mean, you don't have to remove the oil cap, but I'd do it anyways. Second. Off. So next would be these 3 bolts right here. Once you get them loose, you will just twist them off with your hand. And we will be replacing those grommets also for those bolts. So remove the cover for the coil packs, and you will have to remove the coil packs also. So I'm missing a bolt right there, so I won't have to remove that one. I ended up breaking it off a while back. Once you get that off, you just move it to the side. And then as you can see, the coil packs are now, you can now see them. I have Duralast brand coil packs because I did have a misfire. I ended up having to replace one. I wasn't sure which one it was, so I just ended up getting them all, which is not bad. Just remove the 10 mil bolts that hold the coil packs. So for this one right here, I will have to use a 10 mil wrench because I don't have a extended 10 mil socket. So that's how I'm able to get it out. Just move that to the side. that one out. Let me get my 10 wrench. Once you break it loose, you're just able to twist it off freely. Then I'll leave the 10 wrench right there. So to get the cold packs off, you're gonna have to need a little bit of finesse because they are on there nice and tight. Just remove the plug. There goes one. And I recommend leaving them in order just in case for any purpose. So yeah, let's do that. So this will be number one. Leave that right there. And don't mind the holes. I ended up having to cut it regarding my coilovers. They weren't stiff enough, so I ended up having to cut it a little bit so that my upper control arms, they don't keep clunking up there. It was getting annoying, and that was the only quick fix. So you remove, there goes number two, number three, and then number four. It's kind of hard doing this and recording at the same time, so number four. And as you can see, number four does have a little bit of oil on it. So it's a good time that I did the valve cover gasket replacement. And this should be the O-ring, the reason why that's leaking like that. So that should fix that problem. It would cause a bigger hassle in the long run if I wouldn't have did the valve cover gasket, because probably, I believe that cylinder 4 would have been getting oil and it would start a misfire. So yeah, luckily I did that at the time that I did. So let me just get this out the way. And so I could continue on with the valve cover. So now would be removing this line right here and that line, removing this bolt right here for this bracket and this bolt as well for this bracket, so you're able to pull the whole cover up. So let's get to it. Once you crack them loose, it should be super easy as to just twist them off with your hands. That's the reason why I don't use a power drill on these. I recommend not to, because for any reason you may strip. And if you strip any of these bolts on the valve cover, you would more than likely have to replace the valve cover, or even worse, the top of the block. Next, this bracket right here. So those two are out the way. Let me get some pliers for them hoses. I'm gonna leave that one on since it's a little hard to take off, and I'm gonna take this one off instead. Hopefully it'll be easier. Since it has been a while, Just twist it a little bit to get it to let go, and it should come off just like that. I did forget to mention to you guys, that bolt right there, this one, you also got to remove that one. Since it is my first time, I'm going as I see it. But I mean, there's nothing that nobody could do. Save you time, money for sure. So let's get that one out. And also this bracket over here, we'll get it, take it off also. And what I like to do, I like to be organized so I know where everything goes back. So that's off. I should give you some leniency to take off the top now. I'm just going to inspect, make sure that I'm not missing any other bolts to remove, which it looks like I am not. So if the top doesn't come off as freely, grab yourself a mallet, rubber mallet. Grab yourself a rubber mallet. Just to get it loose. If it gets loose. Whoops. Step 2. That doesn't work. Grab yourself a flathead. Let's see if this will do the trick. Which doesn't seem like it is. Sure I'm not forgetting any other bolts. All right, so this is my bad, guys. I did not see these 2 bolts back here, one right there and one right there. So yeah, that's totally my bad. And like I said, this is my first time doing it on a K series, so don't judge. I know there'll probably be a lot of people talking crap, but I'm learning as I go. Like I said, I'm used to single cams, probably the easiest. I just got this car back. Well, not back, but I just got it. And so those bolts are off. I want to see what else would be holding it from coming off. That should be it. Let me see. It still won't come off. Let me try to figure this out and I'll be right back with you guys. All right, guys, so after a while of fighting this thing, I was finally able to get this thing loose. So now, all I gotta do is somehow put this off. Which I think the easiest way to get it off would be take off the top power steering line. This was harder than I thought. So let's get this removed. And I suggest having rags available because there should be liquid coming out of this as soon as I take it off. So these two bolts, I will put them up here just so that I don't get confused with the other bolts I got. Actually, a glove will do. As you can see, it did leak. So let's put that off to the side. Do have some rags available just in case. I will wrap this there just in case it does start leaking more. So now I'm able to remove the valve cover. Just get this out the way because for some reason still. Come on. All right. Just tuck this back here. A little finesse. What is this still? There we go. There's the valve cover. Let me show you guys. So this was my old valve cover, and as you can see, the gasket was just very messed up. So that's what I will be replacing is this. I'll be replacing this right now, cover gasket, these spark plug gaskets, and I do have a VTEC solenoid gasket also, which is, let's see if I can show you guys, that right there, the VTEC. We'll be replacing that in another video. But so far, everything looks good. And as you can see, that O-ring is broken off right here in this cylinder. So that's where the oil was coming in from. You can see it's ripped right there. So that's not good. Oil gets into your spark plug, starts a misfire, and that is not good at all. Other than that, I mean, super, super dirty. So I'm gonna clean this up and we'll be right back with you guys. Guys, so as you can see, that was a pain in the butt. These are like super hard and there's a metal thing in there, so it's gonna be super hard to get these out. And these plastic, they weren't even rubber anymore. They're like straight up plastic where they just like broke off right away. So got those out. What I'm gonna do right now is clean this up a bit because it's super dirty and mucky. So let me just clean this up and then I'll install those spark plug O-rings, put the gasket maker on the valve on the cover, and I'll put the gasket on this, and then Should be vice versa to putting everything back on. All right, so now that I was able to clean up a little bit and get those freaking pain in the butt things out, now it's time to put the spark plug O-rings, and I'll put the gasket on, and then put the gasket maker on the top, and then see how it goes. Should be a simple process. Easier than freaking getting it off. So let me put you guys right here so you guys can see a little bit of what I'm doing. So first we're gonna put the cover, the valve cover, which self-explanatory. You just put in the rivets. Alright, so valve cover's on. Fit pretty freaking nice. I like the way that looks. After that, we're gonna go with the O-rings for the plugs. These right here. And they came with extras. Sick. Interesting. Very interesting how it came with extras. So they're not the same, but they are. Is it that one first and then this one? Looks like it. So let's do that then. I guess it's extra protection, I'm guessing. Yep. Wow. I like that. So I guess these came with extra O-rings, pretty much. Which is freaking awesome. Just put this on. If you're having trouble putting them on, just give it a little tap, get them in place. Let's do it. A little bit of extra seal. And those are on. All right, now we're gonna put the gasket maker, which is a thin layer of this, just for extra insurance on the cover. Just put it on there. Do a thin coat of it, not too much. And that is just to seal everything up. Like I said, so you can have extra insurance and not have to worry about any oil leak out the valve cover. So I'm gonna keep doing this. And then once I'm done with that, I'll show you the process of just putting everything back into place. All right guys, so I got most of the valve cover gasket maker on there. It's pretty simple. So now let me just Throw on the valve cover. And it should be downhill from here. So valve cover's on. Now I just gotta do the rubber grommets that go on here, which right here. Do one right there. One there. Two in the back. Alright guys, so now it's just a matter of putting everything together, tightening everything down to make sure that everything is sealed. And everything pretty much fit as it's supposed to. Now it's just tightening everything down. What I like to do, I like going crossways. That way, make sure the tightening, the seal, so it'll be evenly. All right, so next step is coil packs. Actually, it'll be the bracket for the power steering hose. So let me move this one back into place. The bracket goes right there. That's 2 for the power steering, and then this is the 1 for the bracket. Just a matter of finessing this little thing in here. Get 10 mil. It's not tightening. All right, right after you get the bracket in, time to put this power steering in. Goes in like that, just wipe any excess fluid off. On, and then let's get this ignition rail on. First coil packs. So as I said, everything's in order. So this would be 1, 2, forgot to mention, make sure you plug them in before you stick them in, because then it will be much harder to put them. Next one should be the 3rd. And then 4th, forgot to wipe down the 4th one, because it did have some oil on it. Wipe it down, there it goes in, put that into place, so that's good. Whole cap, and then also these 2 bolts right here that holds on the vacuum lines, be these 2 little brackets right here. I mean, putting everything back together is way easier than taking it apart, especially if it's your first time doing this. Whoops. Only because you're not doing any tutorial, you're just going as you go. You're doing it as you go, sorry. And it's much harder than what I seemed it was. So those bolts are on. Just gotta tighten them. And those don't need to be super tight because they are just brackets. So that's good. And then dipstick. Dipstick goes in. And then got to put in the bolt for the coil pack. Remember how this one we had to take it off with an Allen wrench because I didn't have a socket that was long enough for that. So that's good. Now it's just buttoning the other ones. Good. Now it's putting the cover on. As so. That one's good. A little bolt right there. And this bolt over here. Actually, this bolt doesn't go there. It's supposed to be the black one. And make sure you don't over tighten those because they will snap. That's what happened to this one right here. It snapped right off. So last but not least would be intake cover. Just finesse the center. If I could get it in here. Like that first. it when it's doing it. This freaking hose right here. Don't forget the vacuum hose right here, or else this is not gonna go in. There we go, how it's supposed to go. And put that right there. That should be it. I just gotta put this hose right here. I know it's broken right there, but soon I will get an intake manifold, and I will do also a DIY how to install that, which shouldn't be too hard. Just grab the clamp, put it right back on where it was, and that should be it, guys. Man, for the first time doing this, I gotta tell you, it was way, way harder than what it was. Man, single cams, super easy, super chill. And this right here was just a backbreaker for sure. Wasn't nothing crazy, but I mean, just little tedious things. Since the valve cover wasn't changed, it was seized on there. But yeah, next video, I'll do a walk around on my car, what I have put in it, little modifications. And yeah, hopefully this video helped you guys out. If it did, make sure you like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. I'm an upcoming YouTuber, so hopefully it'll get me up there soon. Need the YouTube check, so yeah guys, hopefully this helped you guys out. Have a good one.